Hello, today's video is something a little bit different for you. It's going to be me live reacting to the kit and my interpretation of Skullord. I didn't go and look at him first. I actually didn't even know he was in the game. I looked in the chat and people were talking about a new fusion. I was like, what? And I had slept in, so I went and looked at it and it was, sure enough, there's a new fusion coming to the game literally tomorrow. So this guy's going to be coming tomorrow, and they said it's supposed to be like a semi-easy one, as well as we're getting a quarantine gift. So we're getting some kind, maybe probably another 2,000 energy or something. Maybe they'll give us a sacred if they're really feeling nice, but I doubt it. So that's what's coming tomorrow, and this is me live reacting, trying to figure it out as I see it. I really, I don't know much about him, and it was kind of fun trying to figure it out live while being recorded. So enjoy me struggling. All right, guys, I love you, and enjoy the video. Okay, guys, so I didn't know this, but apparently there's a fusion coming tomorrow. I got busy doing other stuff. I didn't read about it. So I haven't looked at all, but there's the new guy, right? So what you're going to get to watch is your boy reacting live to the new fusion character that's supposed to be a lizardman. So let's go take a look and get our opinion of him. All right. And by the way, this fusion starts tomorrow. I don't know what time. By tomorrow, it probably means like 14 hours from now. Normally, it's like 1 a.m. my time or something. So, yeah, he looks exactly like Skullsworn, only on steroids. This is Kizo version here of Skullsworn. And then we got, let's see, his basic attack. Okay, attacks an enemy twice. Each hit fills his champion's turn meter by 5%. Okay, so 10% fill on basic. That's going to be nice. Oh, it's based upon defense as well, and he has high defense. Okay, that's interesting. That's going to be good for a 30% chance to repeat this skill. I wonder if that triggers off of like Longbeard and Lanicus charges, because that could be crazy. Think about that. Like you charge it, he hits twice, 10% fill, repeats it, gets another 10%, that's 20% turn meter, but Lanicus charge also fills turn meter by 30%. Might be something there. Okay, so let's move on to the next move here. Oh, and also places healing reduction if the skill is repeated. So I don't know if I would actually want that applied on Clan Boss, but let's look here. Strengthen, but okay, so he gets extra tanky. Wow, and he places provoke. So the strengthen, if you don't know what that does, it's the inverse of weaken. Instead of you're doing more 25% more damage, he receives 25% less. Okay, so it's the reverse of weaken, but it only does it on him, which is a bummer. If this was placed strengthen buff on all characters, he would already be nuts. But I don't really care about just on him. Maybe he makes him a little tankier. Okay. Let's see here. Attacks all enemies. 75% chance. Looks like it goes to 100 when booked. Of decreased attack. Oh, okay. So he does attack down. Oh man, this could. Ooh, I'm starting to get ideas. This could be a replacement for Altan, and then I can get my defense up from Steel Skull and get poison that way, as well as a cleanse for the pump. Ooh, because of that, this opens up more charging damage possibilities, because I can put him in Giant Slayer where, he hits the twice, and he might go again and again. The Giant Slayer is going to do lots of damage. And then he gets the attack down. Ooh, but that's 4 turns, and it goes for 2. So I would have to extend it or something. Well, no, if we're going fast enough, we can get it, because he's going to, no, it'll be fine, because he's going to get tons and tons of turn meter gain right off the bat here from the charge from the Lanicus and Longbeard, if we think about it. So he doesn't really need it to be like a 3-turn cooldown, because he's going to be going repeatedly over the top of Clan Boss, so that way it can, okay, so that'll be fine. So he's got some passives here. See what the passives are like. Okay, when attacked, decreases the attacker's max HP by 5%. Cannot okay, that's weird. So it's kind of, okay, so cannot decrease max HP by more than 50%. Okay, so it cuts 50. Occurs once per enemy attack. Does not work against bosses. Okay. So if they have a Brachus and you're high defense, because he's based on defense, and their Brachus claws you out, he gets 30% less max health. I guess that's what it does. Have a 50% chance of placing True Fear debuff on target whose max HP has been decreased by 20% or more. Okay, so you pair them with other people that do that. So reducing max HP could be sort of interesting now. That might make characters like Yannicka slightly better in Arena because she removes like shields and stuff, does damage based upon it. And she also removed the max. Oh no, they changed her. She doesn't remove max HP anymore, does she? Well, I mean, obviously Rodos does max HP. I don't want to say like an obvious one, but Rodos does do max HP. You can also maybe use like destroy gear. Like if I'm thinking about this, if I have like my Mountain King and Rodos in like highly disgusting damage destroy gear, and then regardless of what they do, they're bringing down the max HP. And then when, let's say they're Torment counterattacks or something, because we brought, that much huge HP down, he hits this guy and he has 50% max. Yeah, I'm just spitballing here, right? Maybe that triggers the True Fear. So I don't know how much that's important because it's interesting, but True Fear can't really go on bosses. It can go on waves, but waves you're going to nuke through before really reducing their max HP by 50%. This seems like a PvP thing. Maybe based around more defensive teams. I could see a grind out team maybe building like Krisk, Valkyrie, this guy, and some other, Torment or something, some other tanky kind of person that does CC, and you just grind them out, slowly reducing their max HP. That might be a thing. I'll have to work on that. I have a lot of options. That's the other cool thing about having this big roster is as these other, how did someone have a review of him already? How does that, what? Oh, someone must have pulled him from shards? Is he in the shard? Okay, whatever. Where were we? So having a large roster is pretty cool because as things change, as new characters come out, all these other combos come available. Like all of a sudden, I'm thinking about new sets of gear. I'm thinking about other characters that reduce max HP. That can be kind of interesting. Now, he's got one more passive, so let's see what this is. Wait a minute. Revive Skull Swarm with 50% HP and 50% turn meter at the start of each turn. Revive. So it's like a partner thing. If there are multiple Skull Swarms on the team, only one of them will. Oh, you know what this is? This is like a zombie effect from Night Sisters. So almost. So basically at the start of his turn, at the start of each turn, so I'm believing at the start of Skull Lord's turn is the way I'm reading this. If you have a Skull Sworn dead, he revives with half HP, half turn meter. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't like heal him 50% and give him bonus 50% turn meter. That would be really interesting if you could do that, but that's not what it is. If he dies, you can revive him. I think this is really interesting, maybe for like campaign cheesing or like free-to-play people. Think about this, right? If you're a free-to-play person, and they said this is going to be one of the easiest fusions, by the way. If you're a free-to-play guy and you receive this character, and then you build like one Skullsworn, that Skullsworn's basically always going to be alive as long as this guy is, right? So then this guy's based upon defense, so you can put him really tanky. So let's say that this is your only legendary you get, okay? Well, I'm going to make an argument for this guy because I'm kind of liking him. Let's say he's the only legendary you get is like a free-to-play. And then you take and you build a Skullsworn also. You might be able to clear all the way through the campaign just using Skullsworn plus Skull Lord, constantly reviving him or something. Or that two-person combo might be all right. What we're going to do is we're going to have to look now. I want to look at his base stats first because it's 27,000 HP. That's pretty high. 1,100 attacks, decent. 1,300 defense is pretty decent. 107 speed is good. Okay, the other stats are fine. Let's look at Skull Sworn now because we need to see... Where is he? Here he is. We need to see exactly how much we care about that. So the basic attack... check that out. Attacks an enemy 2 times, 20% chance of placing an extra hit. Okay, so he kind of's got somewhat of the same thing that Skull Lord's got going on. So he 30% chance when booked of getting an extra smack. I see. So then he places increased speed buff on him and counterattack on him. Okay, that's not bad. I see you. Okay. Fills him by 15%, turn meter 15%. on critical hits. Wow, and he hits twice. Okay, so he gets 30% as well. So that's kind of cool. These two are turn meter trains, basically. You know what I might do? I might build this guy, like Skosworn, as well as a Skull Lord. Build them together. And then build them with Longbeard and Lanicus, and have them constantly rushing, attacking. That could be really interesting. We get 30% every time. So does the other guy. And then if we have this here, and then you can build Skosworn pure damage, right? Because he'll get revived with turn meter. So you can have him go pure damage and then die, and then get 50% turn meter back. And then when Lanicus charges him and stuff, then he'll gain more turn meter. Ooh, so we could do pure damage. It's based upon attack as well, and he has high base attack at 1300. You know, and he has 57% crit damage, which is higher than the 50%. You know, this guy might have something going for him. We'll have to see it, because he gives himself speed, counterattack. He's got it all. You might not even want to book this one if you have Lanicus like I do, so that way, you know, you get the speed if you're using Lysandra or something, and he just uses the basic more, because you want him to hit the basic for the more turn meter. Anyway, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be really, really interesting. I think this character, that's what comes to mind. This character, for me, seems like a free-to-play gift. Or not a gift. You're going to have to pay for him or earn him or whatever it's going to be. But this is a good character for free-to-play, I think. AoE of the good attack down. Strength above is pretty good. He'll be tanky. Looks like he's going to be good in arena. Probably going to be okay in most places otherwise. I mean, I can see Fire Knight being useful because of this. Spirit Keep's going to be useful. He hits so many times that maybe Spider with Giant Slayer, though. Probably not, to be honest. And Healing Reduction doesn't do anything there. Yeah, it's mostly just going to be the Giant Slayer procs. He's weak affinity, the Ice Golem, so you can't really use him there. Fire Knight's probably going to be the strongest use. Maybe Dragon. You could use Dragon. You can get the attack down, the Dragon's Breath. Nah, maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like dungeons too much. Maybe just Fire Knight, now that I think about it. Fire Knight, but the Skosworn, that's interesting. The Skosworn's interesting. And if you look, they're the same affinity. This combo might be pretty good for Fire Knight or for Clan Boss. I think it might be okay for Clan Boss too, mostly if you only have charges though. Okay, so that is kind of just my live, uncut thought process of this one. I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit more of just a raw take on something that I hadn't seen before. It's kind of cool to see it live for the first time. Normally I look at these things first. Okay guys, I love y'all. Thanks for enjoying this video, and I'll see you on the next one.